My name is Delroy Reed, also known as Derry Reed, and I am here in Kenya. It's now the 14th of January 2010. I have been kept here for 7.5 months. Originally I came here on the 29th of May 2009 for just 20 days. I had been here for 8 days. Round about the 9th of June, I intervened in a domestic dispute between a man and a wife. To stop the man from beating his wife, I used reasonable force and restrained the man. During the fight, both of us received injuries, but when the police came, he went to hospital for a checkup and I was taken to the police station willingly to be interviewed. But the police did not take a statement, and I was accompanied by the lady herself, and we were retained in the police station in Kilimani in Nairobi for 7 days. Under Kenyan law, they were supposed to charge us after 24 hours. We had been there nearly 4 days before we were taken to court. After 7 days of being locked up in Kilimani police station, we were taken to court and eventually sent to remand. Our so-called lawyer, Tom Okenwa, received £4,000 during this time from family members in the UK to defend both myself and this lady. This lawyer absconded, ran away with the money, so we were both left in prison. I left in the men's prison, industrial prison in Nairobi. The woman herself, Judy Lebulwa, was detained in Langata prison, women's prison in Nairobi near Kibera slums. Eventually, after 3 weeks in remand prison, I got bail. I received one visit from the British High Commission, who told me they could do nothing to help me other than offer me a toothbrush, some money for food, being that I could not eat the food as I'm a vegetarian. But they tried to track down my lawyer, who had obviously absconded. Eventually I got bail, and when I got out, I had to give up my passport. I used what little money I could gather from my family to help the other defendant, Miss Lebulwa, get bail too. We have been waiting over 7 months, 6 months for our case to be heard. The case is postponed unreasonably for 8 to 10 weeks at a time. The prosecution originally lied in court, said the man was in a coma, and they managed to, under this pretense, have us detained even longer. The husband, the family of the husband, has paid the police, who beat me twice, assaulted me once, threatened Miss Lebulwa several times, threatened my life. They have continually harassed us. They have not observed our human rights. They have not observed our constitutional rights under Kenyan law, because under Kenyan law our case should not even be heard. When we were charged with assault in court and our first hearing, we knew we could not plead guilty and get a small fine because we knew that the prosecutor, the police, and possibly the magistrate had been paid for by the complainant's family. So after 7 months, we are continually being brought to court and having our case adjourned. I am now 1.5 stone underweight. I grow weaker by the day. The British government has almost washed its hands of me. other than to call me every few months to see if I'm still here. We have asked them to intervene on several occasions. They told me that they would write to the Kenyan Internal Affairs and try and pressure them with letters so that they would observe my human rights and my constitutional rights. But I found out after 4 months, someone had even forgotten to write these letters. So I believe my own government has left me here. They have not done anything to help me other than my first initial visit in prison. Even though I'm on bail, I cannot leave the country. I have no money other than the amounts of money my family send to me, putting themselves in huge debt. I cannot work because I have no visa, I have no passport. I have also been charged with being a legal immigrant, even though the court has my passport. They have the visa in my passport, which shows that I was here legally. They have also denied me my due process. And all I want is my case to be heard fairly. I want to know what the British government is doing. I want to know why the Kenyan government, even though it receives pressure to change its constitutional laws and to observe human rights, I want to know why I have been left here and without help from the few people in Kibera slums, in the ghettos, who I have tried in my time here to help. If it was not for them feeding me, I would be dead. If it was not my family sending me money, I would be dead.